Hello. So I had to make that video into this video into a two-parter because I'm such a noob that I ran out of memory. Because I don't use anything. I just use my phone, man. I'm just one guy. I'm going through life. I don't have time to fuck around with all that tech stuff right now. So soon I will. I will put more time and energy into YouTube because I feel like I need to get it all out of me before I leave this earth. So where did I leave off? So my girlfriend at the time fucking she responded with love and compassion and empathy instead of anger and disdain and rage and all that. And this was the first time in my entire life that anyone's ever done that. So you know what it did? It transmuted a negative into a positive. I just fell apart, and I started bawling, and I just started releasing all this pent up energy and old childhood traumas. I started telling her about all this shit, and she was just sitting there with compassion and empathy and just transmuting it all. And it just fell out of me, and I cried and cried. I've never done that before like that. And that night, she decided to help me. She wasn't going to leave me. She was going to help me. So, I could really say it was the power of the divine feminine and empathy and compassion saved my life. Not only did it save my life, but it made it so my light body started activating. So my Kundalini awakening happened. So later that night, after all the crying and hugging and shit like that, I was still using it, I was still addicted. I asked my guides in a teary prayer or whatever in bed before bed. I asked for help. I asked for help battling this addiction. And it was so weird. Nothing happened right then and there. I woke up with a tingling sensation in my lower spine. And I was like, what the fuck is... Oh, it's Kundalini awakening. Holy shit. Like, blew my mind. I had done some chakra activations and stuff like that, but I had never had any Kundalini experience. So I talked about this in my Kundalini pros and cons video. Yeah, how this happened. But anyway, so that totally negative moment ended up transmuting and giving me a positive experience in a Kundalini awakening, which was amazing. And I just wanted to let you guys know. I mean, that's essentially what happened. Is I got the Kundalini awakening. I got clean again with the help of a plant called kratom. I was able to get off heroin and wean myself, and I got off the drugs. And holy shit, within a month or two of eating again and working out and going out into nature and grounding and meditating with this Kundalini energy, it was fucking insane. It was like a high I'd never felt before. The amount of bliss still shocks me to this day. Literally shocks me. Sometimes it does shock me. If I don't have it aligned properly, I'll get this like pinching sensation around my head, and it shocks me. So you have to be activated and fully conductive to free flow this energy throughout your body. And that this whole time since that moment, I've been learning this. I haven't read shit. I haven't followed nothing. I've just felt it and pushed it. And I now know it works, what works for me. And that's why I like to share what works for me with you guys, because I didn't read this from some guy, some guru. I did this myself the other day, down the street on the fucking guy on the internet with the camera phone. So you can trust me. I'm not selling nothing. I just want to help people. I've had such a fucked up life that it gives me so much joy and peace and compassion to be able to help people. Some of the messages I've received are incredible, and it brings a tear to my eye, literally. And I'm not going to stop until I leave this earth. I'm not going to stop trying to help people for nothing in return, because I get something in return. I get that peace and that joy and all that love. I am getting something in return. And this is what we're all meant to do. We're electromagnetic beings. We're supposed to give and take in balance and equality. And it's not supposed to be dog eat dog, fucking money, materialism, all that bullshit. That was a lie, and people know that now. So we need to get back to service to others, because this is our natural path. This is what's going to help us to ascend. So anyway, I got clean, and I had so much energy. It was insane. I started having full body orgasms resulting from moving the sexual energy to the Kundalini energy. with tantra in my mind's eye and my breath, and started learning how to breathe properly again. I started pulling my mind I started pulling my consciousness out of the mind and the ego and the fear, and back into the corpus callosum, back in the middle of the brain hemispheres where the true power exists. Okay. And I started activating my pineal gland and having a bunch of astral projections and crazy experiences. And it's just been a long road, and I can thank all of it. I can thank all of this positivity, and I can attribute it all to all that negativity. And so anyway, I had these pending charges because I went off the grid when I relapsed or whatever, after the working out when I relapsed. And I just started saving up money. I knew I had a warrant out for my arrest, and they finally popped me on the way to work. And I was actually happy. I was happy it was going to happen, to get it over with finally. And so I got a letter from my boss talking about how I'm really positive at work, and I help people, and I raise the vibration around work. And anyway, it just made sense to the judge, because she was using the same kind of logic as my girlfriend was, when you can't fight fire with fire. So the state, of course, was battling for me to go away for 60 days, even though it made no logical sense whatsoever. It was just like a fucking retribution kind of thing for them. So, but anyway, she saw the error in that logic, and she cut my sentence down to 20 days. And I went into jail, and thanks to the shitty jail system in Marion County, Oregon, I was released early within fucking 24 hours, because the jail is so packed full that they don't have enough beds. So I was released within 24 hours. So there you go. And that's what happened. And it's just been a learning experience this whole time, and I'm grateful for all of it. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, because you're probably curious. You saw my post about going to jail and stuff. So thanks for listening, and I hope this video could help somebody out there. All right, love and light.